Welcome back to Dino World, your totally non-AI run source for videos about dinosaurs and other prehistoric life. Today's video is an opinion video, so let's jump right into it. Today's video is about the most recent Jurassic World movie, Fallen Kingdom. I'm going to go over the movie itself, and then I'll be talking about the franchise as a whole. So let's get started. Let me start off by saying that I really enjoyed this movie. It was a fun ride, and it had some great moments. However, it also had some pretty big flaws. The first thing that I want to talk about is the characters. The main characters in this movie are Owen Grady and Claire Dearing. Owen Grady is played by Chris Pratt, who has been in a lot of movies lately. Guardians of the Galaxy, Jurassic World, and Avengers: Infinity War. Claire Dearing is played by Bryce Dallas Howard, who has also been in a lot of movies recently. Black Mirror, Spider-Man 3. The two of them have good chemistry together, but there were some parts where they just didn't seem like they were supposed to be together. For example, at one point in the movie Claire says that she's not going to leave Owen behind because he's her partner. However, at another point she says that she doesn't want to leave him behind because he's her friend. Those two things don't really make sense together when you think about it. If you're partners with someone, then you should be willing to leave them behind if they're in danger or something like that. But if you're friends with someone, then you shouldn't leave them behind because they're your friend. So that was kind of weird for me. Another thing I want to talk about is the plot of this movie. There are two main plot points in this movie. 1. Isla Nublar is going to explode. 2. Can we save all the dinosaurs from extinction? The first plot point was very interesting and kept me on my toes throughout most of the movie. However, I felt like there wasn't enough time spent on it towards the end of the film. It would have been cool if we got more scenes where we actually saw Isla Nublar blowing up or something like that. Instead, we just got a lot of scenes where people were talking about how Isla Nublar was going to blow up without showing us much evidence for it happening. And then there was the second plot point, which seemed kind of unnecessary. At one point in this movie Claire says, "We need to save these dinosaurs from extinction." But why do we need to save these dinosaurs from extinction? If they were never brought back into existence, then they would still be alive today. So why do we need to bring them back into existence if they already exist? That doesn't make any sense. And even if it did make sense, then why do we need to save them from extinction again? They've already been saved from extinction once before. And speaking of bringing dinosaurs back into existence, why did Dr. Wu bring Blue back into existence? He didn't have any reason for doing so other than he wanted Blue back so he could use her DNA for his new hybrid dinosaur creations. But why did he want Blue back so badly? He didn't even know what Blue looked like until after she was brought back into existence. And why did he want her DNA so badly anyway? She wasn't even part T-Rex or part Velociraptor. She was part Apatosaurus. So what does her DNA have anything to do with creating new hybrid dinosaurs? And speaking of hybrids, why did Dr. Wu create hybrids when he could have just created clones instead? Cloning is much easier than creating hybrids. You don't have to worry about making sure everything goes right during pregnancy or anything like that when cloning. All you have to do is take a cell sample from an animal and put it in an egg cell from another animal and then implant it into